YouTube. We got a roof wash today. I got my wife pre-soaking the ground. It's not too bad of a roof. I mean, this section over here is pretty bad. But I've had this 250 foot of Flexzilla 1/2 inch for a while and I haven't used it, so today's the first day I'll use it. I even got a little PVC gun for it. So it should be interesting. It's a lot lighter than a garden hose that I've been using. But I got everything full. Got my orange surfactant up there. I got like a 4% mix in this drum, which my pump is running to. And that's it. What's going on, YouTube family? Check out these shots right here. Look at that soap running down the roof. That's great. It's another shot. My wife down on the ground. She's spraying all the vegetation, the siding, gutters and stuff. Just making sure we're not damaging anything. Here's another shot and how I apply the chemical in straight lines. Try to get good coverage of the full roof. So what I'll do is spray it starting from the top ridge line, and then I'll turn the gun off and let it run down. And then once it stops, I'll spray a straight line again across it just to keep it moving and get a full coverage down the roof like you see right there. And you can see it running down like that, and eventually it'll stop because I'm using a decent amount of surfactant in there with the SH. But you can see I'm moving pretty well on this job. We're getting good coverage. This was a great job for us. We really learned how to do this efficiently with a minimal amount of chemical. There was previous jobs I did before this where I kind of overdid it with the chemical, but this one we really took our time and still did it very fast. The pitch on this roof was kind of steep. That's why you see me walking like that. But again, a roof cleaning is not very satisfying when you're doing it because you want to let it sit and dwell, and you want to let Mother Nature take care of it. So you're not rinsing it, at least on shingle roofs. If you're doing metal, you don't want the chemical to stay up there and dry, so you do rinse those. But on shingle roofs, hiding behind the moss, you can let it sit up there until it rains, and when it rains, it reactivates and gets all that loose, dead organic matter off the roof. But you can see just different angles of me working up there. Obviously, we're not using a pressure washer on the roof. We're not trying to damage the shingles and rip up some of those granules that hold the roof together. So again, wife is watering all the vegetation down there below at the same time that I'm applying the chemical up top. And again, it's not a very physically demanding type of task. You can see I'm just standing in one spot spraying. I'm using a 5.5 gallon minute Everflow bleach pump. I got a little battery hooked up to it and 250 foot of 1/2 inch Flexzilla air hose. It's only about 60 PSI, so the air hose works fine for it, and it's very light. When I first started, I was using a garden hose 3/4 inch. That was really heavy, and a lot of times it would fall off the roof and I have to get down and get it again. But this hose is awesome, and since I did this roof, I do have the hose reels, so it makes it a lot easier to unroll and roll up. But this was one of the first big roofs that I've done here, and it was very satisfying. I actually went back to this house a couple weeks later to do their garage, and I asked the homeowner if they got a new roof because it looked so good. But here, this is the last spot on the roof that we did, and right here I'm just starting on that ridge line, letting it run down, and then I'll stop once it starts flowing pretty good. And then once the soap stops running, like you can see right there, I stopped. Once the soap starts running, I pick up right where it stopped and just keep it flowing until we get full coverage. But I work my way all the way around the roof and end where the ladder placement is. It just makes it easier that way, and my final shots are from the ladder. So hopefully you learned something from this. It's not a very difficult process if you have the right equipment. Just get a good amount of air hose, a softwash pump, which is mine's like $200 on Amazon, a battery, and I'm using like a PVC homemade gun in this video, so you don't really need anything expensive, and you can wash roofs pretty well. I didn't really get good after pictures on this roof. I don't know why, but I need to go back and take pictures of the roof because it looks amazing. But you can see I'm struggling to get down on the ladder right here. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy this, and I appreciate you supporting the channel. Make sure you subscribe. So we just got done on the roof. We're just walking around making sure we got everything covered, and I've only noticed one spot I need to hit maybe once more, but everything looks good. This corner right here was the worst part. It was real dark, so I soaped it twice. You can see there's still soap on there drying. When it rains later, it's gonna clean it real good. It was a nice day. Shoot, it's 1:30. We got out here at like 11:30, and this is like the first big roof I've ever done. So the softwash hose made a huge difference for sure. Now I just got to get a hose reel. That's pretty much it. Nice house. All right, guys, we're wrapped up. It is 2 o'clock. We got here at 11:30. I wasn't sure how long it was going to take, but it didn't take long at all. What's that? 2.5 hours. This house is 2,500 square feet, so it's the biggest house I've done as far as roof cleaning. So pretty happy about that. There was a couple of spots I had to go back and touch up, but ended up coming out real good. And especially when it rains, it's supposed to be rainy coming up soon. So once it rains, it's gonna rinse the roof off real good and make it look pretty. So appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.